end game. There's 4 there. I can't remember what the third difficulty is. And for the first one, you just do the normal trials, as far as I know. But then for the other 3, you have to run some extra things. But I don't know about them, so yeah, I can't comment on them. But by running these, you'll get access to a special ones based on your class. For example, my Templar is an Inquisitor, which gives him bonus damage to which allows him to put down consecrated ground, which heals and gives damage, gives bonuses to either combat speed or damage or something. And like I said, it heals. It's a passive thing. It puts it down on hit and kill, or has a chance to. I think it's very beneficial, especially with the AOE attack, because then you just end up with a ton of crosses, or the game's version of crosses, religious iconography around the ground, and just like a ton of like glowy light on it. There's there's 2 other ones for the Templar. I think every class gets 3, but I haven't looked into it. I kind of wish I picked the Witch, because then I could get more bonuses centered on my minions. But c'est la vie. I do like to play the tanky guy who has minions. Well, I like to play the melee fighter who has minions, so this works better for me. But because I have easier access to the melee passives, but still it's tempting for the minions. Regardless, but long story short, it's a very good ARPG. I highly recommend it to you, even if you aren't the biggest fan of ARPGs, because it is very good. So yeah, and it does give you a fair bit of customization option. So yeah, let's use this. Oh, I got a curious coin. I have 12 now, and a few other things. Nice. Now, let's go to Dauran. Champions Legion Fall. Complete the Champions Legion Fall quest. Oh, it's getting the follower. Alright. But, yeah, basically I highly recommend Path of Exile. And if it sounds interesting to you, I would highly recommend you check it out. If you want to see some of it, by the time this is released, I'm sure my first playthrough, do believe my first playthrough will be done. My first playthrough may be done, and my second probably won't be starting yet, but might be coming close. It's hard to say. I've only scheduled up to 360 or something. 360, I should say. Part 360 or thereabouts, and this is over 500, so it's kind of hard to. I've kind of hard to work it out in my mind as to where this will be in relation to my RPG backlog. But I do believe this will be around the release of my second playthrough of Path of Exile, or near the end of my Grim Dawn playthrough, and thusly near the start of my Path of Exile playthrough. Second one. Even if it isn't in my second one, the first playthrough should be done as well. My first playthrough will definitely be done by the time of this is released. I do believe I'll be starting it in. Ooh. When will I be starting it? I'm not actually sure. I think I may be starting that in November? I thought I was starting that at a different time. No, I think I might be starting that in November, December 2017. This should be released sometime in 2018. So, yeah, there's that. There's that. Yeah, but let me start this again. Give Path of Exile a go if you think it'll be fun. If you think, from sounds of it, you enjoy it, or if you want to see some more, I should have a let's play out by now. That's what I've been trying to say. Depending on when this is released, well, my second playthrough of it might be done, but the first one will definitely be done, and you can go check it there. So yes.
Browse. Take your time.
What was there anything here I had to check? No, it doesn't seem so. Ah yes, now I remember what I was actually doing. I'd already dealt with him. It was the champion armaments and the research. That's what I was thinking of. So yes, but anyway, I made what I was trying to say clear there, I hope. Basically, excuse me. Actually, no, basically about it. Like I said, there'll be by the time this is released, my first playthrough of Path of Exile will be out. Second should be around the same time, if not already starting to be released. And I do hope you enjoy it. I wish I could do these because they are actually quite good. That one I don't care too much for, but this one and this one are quite tempting. I'm just gonna have to work without it. I'm thinking, what's this? Well-worn stone. Increases success chance of missions by 5%. And the other thing was research. Not enough order resources. I need 10,000. Give me a sec. I feel this is a little wrong. I feel a little dirty doing this, but oh wow. These beacons really aren't worth much, are they? 20 silver a piece. The light has forsaken us. Black and parchment.
I've sacrificed.
Skies grow dark, Palnai. I hope you're ready. Okay, there we go. Use you. Use you. There I have 11 grand now of order resources. I could easily get some more if I went and ran some of these, but I just can't bring myself right now. I just really not in the mood, and I've kind of psyched myself up now for Path of Exile, so I really want to go do that. This increases the amount of the number of champions I can have active at once. Well, this gives me access to Silverhand Crusaders. They have a random ability and can counter either minions, spells, or hazards, in addition to having Thundering Assault, which increases success chance of missions by 30%. What? How? How is a druid in here? How? What in the name of the seven hells? Huh. Interesting. Roster of champions or Silverhand Crusaders. I also do need to switch these out. Yeah, I'm tempted in switching these two to these two, but I think Light's Favor is kind of useful to keep around for Argus, basically. Better just not to change it because it will take a day to change back. It just means less re-gearing I have to do. So rosters, or that's really what I want. That'll be very nice. Ross, why is she suddenly sparkling? I have no idea. It's tempting to have another champion. What's Absolution? That's nice. Basically, you have a 50% chance to get an extra point of vitality if a troop dies. Well, if a troop's gonna die on that mission, they have a 50% chance of surviving, meaning they get to do an additional mission, which is nice. Seal Balloon, 15% chance on missions with spells. Well, he gets Librams of Truth. I'm really not sure. I suppose if I had access to another champion, I could send more people on missions. Yeah. But then again, these will be nice. Thundering Assault, and from the sounds of it, they get a random ability and the ability to counter that as well as Thundering Assault. Because they say a random ability and can counter rather than which can. So to me it implies to get a random ability, the counter, and Thundering Assault, which is very tempting. While I could get roster champions to give me more swing room, you know? Oh, it's actually really hard to decide, really hard to choose. Also, as a side point, as like, remember how I was bitching about the other Moonfang? I've actually no issue with this Moonfang. Like, at least she was a priest. The other guy is just, I have no idea who he is. He's just an ancestor who worked with the Legion to protect himself and his relatives from the Legion. There's no detail about him. There's no information about him. For all I know, he's a solicitor. Can't have those working with me. I've got a reputation to maintain. It's actually a really hard choice. Extra champion or this. It's actually really hard to choose, especially since it will. I have no idea how much it will cost me to undo it. I really know how to make a hard choice. Now able to recruit Silver Hand Crusaders. And ability can counter minion spells or hazards. I know what it's going to work out is that random ability can counter minion spells or hazards, and it's not a tree thing unit. It's a 2-thing unit, which is still nice. But with this, I could give them some. I can. Send more missions. Like, you have to send a champion on a mission. You can't just send the workers, like the other guys. So having an extra champion will be beneficial. Yes.
Be careful.
Oh, God damn, that was like a hard choice. And else going on. Ooh, I never actually set up another one to start. Should do that.
What's on your mind?
Do that. It's not as if you know, all of them will be done by the time I come back, but still I prefer it. Wait, what? Did I just walk away?
Well met. Keep your feet on the ground.
No, I did do it. It just had to close, then reopen to update. Alright. Oh, one thing before I wrap up. Let me check back to Broken Shore. No, you know what? No, I'm just going to wrap up. I feel I've been kind of dragging my feet here a little. I'm not going to drag my feet any longer.
I'm out of range.
You? Huh. Your holy power spending abilities increase the chance of your increase the damage of your next Blade of Justice. Alright. I swore I could put more points into this. It was just like a passive dump. But maybe I have to actually have everything done first before I can do that again. Okay, I nearly have enough for another power-up. A little short. But anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, folks, and I'll be back soon to record more. If there's anything you'd like to tell me on anything, I would love if you would do so. So, folks, wait, is that a? No, I saw the fiery tip at the end, and it looked like, you know, the same color as the legendary thing. So I was wondering what was going on. I didn't realize it was their sword. But anyway, if there's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comments below. If you've any suggestions, anything like that kind of thing, please let me know. Anyway, folks, till next time, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed, and I'll be back soon. Adios.